Today we are taken to another outdoor shopping plaza. Today, Station Landing Medford, Massachusetts. I'm Arty 84, the Wicked Explorers. Please subscribe, leave your comments below. Let us know what you're thinking. Shall goes the journey. What's up, everybody? Arty 84 here. Another video here. We're gonna explore another outdoor mall. This one, Medford, Massachusetts. It's called Station Landing. It was put together probably about 15 years ago in an area that was nothing but marshland. And there was a parking garage for the Orange Line train station, and that was about it. And this was built before the last one we visited, the Assembly Square one. It's got a little map of what we're looking at right there, and then the train station's down there. Yeah, so this was developed beforehand. So check it out. They actually over the years built a couple hotels, and it's all apartments, so it's pretty interesting. Down this road is the main stretch through 28 going into Boston. And right here is the parking garage, which these days is probably really the only place you can park unless you can find something on the street. But it's usually free parking if you're at the retail stores and stuff like that. But that's the biggest problem with this place. There wasn't a lot of parking. I had worked here for a little while. We had to park in the garage and get validated. But in comparison to Assembly Square, it's pretty, about a quarter of the size. But it was built before, and actually took a really bad hit once Assembly Square opened. A lot of restaurants had gone out, and it's been taking a while since they've developed. And the hotels, I think, helped a little bit, and it's kind of bringing some more life back to this area. So let's go check out the hotels they built, and actually what was a parking lot originally. Over there is the main parking lot. That actually is the parking garage for the MBTA. You can see right there, it's the Orange Line trains. There's actually a little bridge that connects you to the train station if you're parking there. That's where we used to park, and I worked over here. There's a walkway. There used to be a tram. The tram always got stuck, and so they just replaced it with a walkway. But over here, there's two hotels they built, and what was a parking lot? You gotta imagine this was all a parking lot at one point. This was at one point a restaurant which I worked at for a little while, and you have to imagine all this over here was the parking lot for the restaurant. Building to your right and the building far there, this is a gigantic parking lot. And a couple years ago they built this new Fairfield hotel. Before then there was this AC hotel over here, and as you can see, it took up most of the parking. I'm not really quite sure where the people park for the hotel. I know there's some under parking over here, and I think you can park underneath the hotel straight ahead, the AC hotel. Other than that, there is not much parking for the residents. I'm assuming they are doing something with that parking garage over there with the parking. It's the only thing I can imagine, because I don't know where else you would park. Let's go peek in the parking garage. I'll show you the little ramp that takes you over to the Orange Line. You know, skywalk to the trains. Take it to the top. These all buildings were pretty much built around the same time when they were doing the construction. This, like I said, this garage had always been here, but out there where all these apartments are, there's really nothing there. There was an auto garage in the corner that I remember. That was about it. But yeah, here we are to the top floor of the garage. We're getting a nice look at it. Here's the Orange Line train yard. It's where they park most of their trains. Right there, that silvery looking long building right there is the walkway to the train station. That's on the other side of that giant warehouse looking building where it's actually a garage where they actually park and maintain the trains. About years ago, this was a tram. They used to go back and forth. Unfortunately, it was one directional, so when the tram was all the way down this end, you had to wait for it to come all the way back in, and it wasn't very large. It always broke down, and when it did break down, you were kind of screwed because you had no way of getting over to the train station if your car was parked, so that was kind of unfortunate. Train yard, it's been going under a lot of construction. Looks like they're laying more track over there. Not really sure what they're doing. I know there's a huge maintenance facility for the Orange Line. Could be the biggest one, and they've been working on this for quite some time. So what if they're planning on developing that area or whatnot, I don't know. But it is active train track, and actually you can see some of the new Orange Line trains right there. Those are the ones that just been put into service this year, and you can see the older ones back there. They're very nice looking. They've been running since the 80s. But this is the train yard, Wellington train yard. And over there, you can see the casino and the Tobin Bridge. And that's pretty much the view of Revere Beach Parkway Malden is over there, Everett, and all that. So let's go back up to the front. I'll show you Station Landing, some of the buildings. So this is the main stretch down here. The complex is basically made up of 3 main buildings. It's that building right there. We got the building in the corner, and then we got the building to the left of us over here. And then right below us is the addition they built to the parking garage. That's the sports club that you see as we're walking down the street. And of course, we're in the garage. And then over here, if you look, there's a building back there that was built. I don't know if that's technically part of the complex, but I think it was there before we built everything over here. And of course, you have the 2 hotels. But, I mean, that's basically the situation over here. These apartments are fairly expensive. They're pretty average for Boston price, I think. They go $2,400 for a 1 bedroom. Good location. Like I said, the train is right there. You can walk to the train station. There's plenty of restaurants. There's a couple bars you can choose from. So that's basically it for the file. Let's walk around to the front of the building. Also, you can see the Boston skyline right there. Downtown Boston's right there. And here's the view of the hotel, one of the hotels, and then the building behind it that was here before everything was built, and then the Mystic River is right behind it. And you really can't tell, actually you can see right there, straight ahead was this Mass General and those buildings over there. That's actually Assembly Row. That is how close Assembly is. It's basically 4 times the size of Station Landing. Although Station Landing was here first, they did take a gigantic hit when they built Assembly only a few years later. Not sure if the button is working for the elevator. I'm gonna have to walk it. Got up here, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to get down. It's funny because I can see the elevator right there, but the button won't work. There's the chef going down. So it looks like we're gonna maybe go on to the next floor. Maybe that button is just not working. Let's give it a whirl. Let's use some luck here. So we don't have to walk. At least walking down is easier than walking up, right? Let's see. All right, here's some movement. There we go, so you can see it actually move right there. All right, let's get on here. Let's walk to the front and check it out. Smells clean. For a period of time, they were actually parking. Some car dealership was actually parking their vehicles in this parking garage on the bottom floor. I remember. I'm not quite sure if that's the case now. Probably not, since they need the parking for the hotels. But it was an interesting way of making use of some space that may have not been using, but doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Ground floor. So this is Route 28, and this is the back of the restaurant that I used to work at. That used to be kind of an emergency exit. We never really used it, but there was like a little side room over there. Here's the main sign right there. So those are the 3 buildings, 50, 55, and 75. And then you obviously, like I said, have the hotels and everything. So we're just gonna walk around front around here. This restaurant has been newly added. This used to be Not Your Average Joe's, or something of that nature, I think. And pathway. We're gonna grab some lunch. And that's about it. So that's the Station Landing here in Medford. And all that's great. Please subscribe, leave your comments, let us know. Sorry for the wind, and share your stories about Station Landing here in Medford, Massachusetts. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and click the alarm so whenever you get notification, we get new ones. See you later. Bye.